Emslie and Doojin exemplify everything we hope from a WBSS grad. Both are understated and generally reserved, but show great strength of character in their actions at school and in the community. Both are high-achieving students, having received honors with distinction in their studies since grade 8. Both have given a great deal of their personal time in service to the school. Doojin is an active member of the Student Council and Special Events Committee. Emslie as a best buddy, and both on the grad committee this year. Both have been highly involved at the school since grade 8. Emslie is a leader on the school field hockey and basketball teams each year. Doojin in curling, rugby, and leader of the public speaking club. There are many more examples I could give, but even more importantly, Emslie and Doojin are really good people whose optimism rubs off on others. I know they have been supportive friends of their peers and also shown caring and kindness to all the students and staff of the school. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the Valedictorians for the class of 2014, Emslie and Tisha and Doojin.
Hello, graduating class of 2014. I'm Doojin
And I'm Emslie Tisha, and we are your valedictorians.
It is a great honor to be able to stand in front of you all today, because this is finally the day that we can say with conviction that we made it. Take it as it is, meaning be proud of what you've done in your lives and all that you've accomplished, because today is truly a special moment. It is a time to be grateful and the time to reflect upon and share the wonderful experiences we have had together. But let's not take too long, because we all know we have to watch that new Game of Thrones episode tonight.
Thank you for allowing us to represent such a wonderful group of people. I speak for both of us when I say that we are truly blessed to have been surrounded and supported by such a diverse and amazing community.
First, we would like to recognize and express our appreciation for the efforts of our teachers, friends, administrators, and family members who helped us get to where we are today. On behalf of all the students here, thank you for your unwavering support.
Thank you to our teachers for helping our pursuit for knowledge, and our friends for always being there for us as we grow as individuals. We wouldn't be here today if it weren't for your endless love and support. When I think about the school year coming to an end, I can't help but think about what I will miss here at West Van. I will miss Principal Rao, his counsel, his too-many-to-count moments of fearless leadership, and his encouragement for everything that is good in this group of graduates. Behind the authoritative administrator is a big, warm and friendly teddy bear.
And thank you to Ms. Bach for all of your help with Student Council and letting us know that
You're late! You're late!
Well, we know you do it because you care. And Mr. Dobbin, performances with the teachers at the talent shows were always a great treat. But above all, thanks for having our back. And last but not least, thank you to Mr. Thompson for your contributions to the school. You are a great addition to this administration. And as for our parents, I don't think we say this enough, but thank you. You've done an excellent job, and the evidence for the fruition of your efforts is right here. So be proud of what your children have accomplished, and thank you once again for everything you've done for us.
It may surprise many of you here today, but we graduates know how good we have it here at West Van. We've been spoiled with such an amazing group of support system. When I think about life on the outside, I hate thinking that I'll have to be cleaning and cooking and fending for myself. It makes me realize how much I will miss people at West Van, like the cafeteria ladies, or how much I'll miss the janitors who have turned into the biggest sports fans, and they've always been cheering on our late-night basketball games.
I'll miss the counselors whose expertise in dealing with us for 5 years is truly admirable. And for my librarians, as an IB student, that place was my temple. But 5 cents a page, come on, who's got that kind of money? But in all honesty, if it weren't for these individuals helping us out along the way, I don't think we'd be able to make it this far.
Sadly, we acknowledge a member of our graduating class who could not be with us today. We remember with fondness our friend Lexi Cohen. I had the chance to know her from our Drama 9 days and I always loved hearing her stories in the beginning of class about her weekends. She was such an amazing person, always true to herself and always so nice to others. Although we were not best friends, her passing at such a young age truly affected us. From the first moment we met, I saw a girl with passion and a burning desire to succeed. And I know she would have made it to Broadway, or to the big screen, or to wherever she wanted to go, because she was so confident and prepared to do whatever it took. I admire Lexi, and she will be forever missed.
For the West Vancouver secondary community next year, I can't help but feel sorry for you guys. Not only because we are losing such a wonderful group of graduates, but because we are losing some talented and terrific teachers that have really made a difference at this school. This year, we are losing Mr. McGinnis, Ms. Sleeman, Ms. Shiroki, Ms. Waymark, Ms. McIntosh, and Mr. Top. The school will seriously not be the same. These are all amazing teachers that have contributed to shaping our high school experience.
Started to realize that our day-to-day lives are changing. We are at a turning point in our lives. With the foundation that we've built here in West Vancouver, we can set course for our futures and grow as young adults. But what an exciting time it is. We reflect back on our lives and see how lucky we are to have called beautiful West Vancouver our home. We've grown up with such an amazing group of people and attended one of the best schools in Canada. We lived with the mountains in our backyard and the oceans in our front garden. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. We see acts of kindness in our halls and in our streets. And we should be so grateful to have experienced these things. And we should know that if we want to continue to live such amazing lives, we need to work hard to earn the right to live in a community like this.
But before we talk about the future, we must talk about how far we have come. Most of us here were born in 1996, except for that one kid who's 14 or something. And all the students who are apparently from Alberta and are somehow older than 19. But anyways, I'd like to call it the Year of the Champions. And why not? Look at us. We have become an outstanding group of individuals, and I am proud to call you my peers. We 96ers went through so much. We are the generation that lived through 9/11, the Stanley Cup riots, a recession, the 2010 Olympics, the first black president of the United States. But wait a minute, we were too young to have affected any of these things, and yeah, well that's true, but this was the best thing that Yahoo Answers could give me at 2 a.m. last night, so maybe. And I forgot to mention that we've also survived the millennium, and even better, we didn't see the world end in 2012. So come at us, we're 2 for 2 for doomsdays, and as a generation, we should feel unstoppable.
In the age of technology, developing at the same rate as Apple products. We could type before we could write our names, and we could play Barbie computer games before ever touching a doll. We all grew up in the Harry Potter craze, and were lucky enough to have missed JT in NSYNC.
And now, having been seniors, we've once again experienced so much. Even this year, we lived through the wonderful neck nominations, the clever hashtags, and the legendary Ellen selfie. And even though the girl next to me got me out of Spy vs. Spy, no hard feelings, but for those who are still in, good hunting. And so among all the exciting things that were going on around us, there was this school to keep us grounded. But after 5 years, I know I can speak on behalf of all the students here that we are now exhausted. We spent countless nights in our bedrooms studying for tests that we thought would be the deciding factor on whether or not we got into that university. And for those IB kids, I hope your brains aren't too fried. Because after those 2 years, I'm still recovering, and I'm hoping this counts for CAS hours, right, Mr. Kozak? As for post-secondary plans, don't even get me started on that process. And so yes, it was long and grueling, but we trekked through it. And this day is a testament for the countless hours of our hard work and the result of a culmination of all our experiences. So be proud of the excellence that you've demonstrated to everyone, and except maybe sleep out, I think it'd be better if you all forgot about that one. But things don't end here though. forward to the future. And well, let's just say I can't wait for the reunion in 10 years. I can already picture what it's going to be like. Right as I walk in, I know I'll feel the good vibrations. And I can see the drama kids exchanging their agents' numbers. The rugby boys will be hitting the bars, reminiscing about their Australia trip. The soccer guys will be kicking it with their trophy wives. The basketball boys will be seeing how high they can get their socks. And the Bowen kids, they'll be repping the 947. The IB kids will be comparing their PhDs or the number of zeros they have on their student debt. And the partiers, like they've always been doing, will be so turned up. And so in 5 years, if we went from frightened freshmen to great graduates, imagine what we'll be like in 10.
When we first started high school, milestones like this seemed so distant. When we started grade 8, we didn't even know what a valedictorian was, and we weren't able to picture this moment that we're sharing together right now. We would see the gowns and be horrified that we'd have to be wearing these. But now that I stand here today in one of these gowns, I appreciate the significance of what it really is. It is our statement and uniform of success, and we wear it proudly.
So look to one another and witness the friendships that we've made over these past years. These will always stay with us. Whether it's the boys, the lost girls, pool time, family time, or whatever names y'all came up with, we all had our groups. But what made us special was that we never failed to consider every student in this theater as our friend. And so no matter which path that you decide to take, it is these moments we share that will keep us together no matter where we end up.
The moments, like when we positively cheered on our boys at Best of the West and set the record for the most streakers ever in Best of the West history. You all know who you are. And the Insidious movie night, when we all screamed in terror at the pop-ups and spilled hot chocolate all over the place, even the football boys were shaking in their grad sweats. We also enjoyed the pancake breakfast, where we rocked our onesies and got a picture with Lauren Holly as Santa. And that one prank from the girls that no one ever got to see, even though it was perfectly fine, but the girls are over it, we understand, administration. And we can't forget about our 3 big events. There was Boat Cruise, where we have to mention that everyone got on the boat this year, including Mr. Rao, who was dancing on the dance floor. And there was semi-formal, where we all reluctantly ate sushi in the middle of the aquarium. And of course, there's banquet, which was just very picturesque. So sharing these memories with all of you has been a phenomenal experience, and I realize the amazing people I got to share them with. So as I look at this group of individuals, I see people with talents in all fields. The degree of intellect, of artistry, of athleticism, and of compassion in this theater is impressive, and I am honored to be in this class.
Once again, this is not the end. Understand that, believe that, so that one day you may carry on with the same level of excellence you have demonstrated thus far. Continue to strive, to push boundaries, and to test your limits. But don't go too far, otherwise I'll force you to make a boring presentation in front of hundreds of people. And so I say this to you, my fellow graduates, do whatever it takes. Discover your dreams, realize your passions, and become the best you can be. So that one day, much like today, we can once again say, we made it.
So this is it, our final moment before becoming an official graduate. So on the count of 3, let's raise our hands, grab those caps, and throw them sky high to celebrate our achievements. You all deserve it. I'm really gonna miss you guys.